Oh, man, come back! I was having fun! Hiding from me? Yeah, huh? It's called shooting straight, rookie!
That was anything goes by Cole Porter. That was anything went. No? Well, here's an unexpected bit of news. I heard that a group of soldiers, constabulary, what do you call them now? The soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were spotted in the Commonwealth. It sounds like they were, well, they were kind of in trouble at the Cambridge police station.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
But then the Vault Dweller showed up and gave him a hand.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B5. You'll need to say B592, initialize factory reset. Followed by, once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Oh, we're gonna die! Oh. Frankie Carl wrote a song about tomorrow. Or at least, I guess, his version of tomorrow. Which is pretty different from
I'm not
mine.
going to just...
I think you and I...
It's not a man. We can restore it to its proper function. Ma'am, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What?
We've just been...
Sure.
So, there.
So, who are you, Nick?
But I'm...
You remember they don't know why they chose. But hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That's terrible. They really...
Suffice.
Right.
Folks didn't really... But the kids, I think... It's part of...
If you're good to people, they'll be good back.
Couldn't... Well,
I'm ready to move in, ma'am.
Bingo.
The raiders know we're coming. The sooner we get started, the better.
Hey,
There's something you need? Looking for something?
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents
Just
of the
like me. So, made it to the top.
Gabriel.
Sin! What the hell are you talking about? I remember my whole life. I know where I grew up. I know who my parents were. Explain that to me!
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me?
They
They did
might
something
be
to
critical.
him! Take them out!
You're already... Nice work. I'll take the seat back. This is excellent. Fix 88. Ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
Security's too tight. Won't be able to hack this.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
I'm glad to see you return safely. I
Right.
know the task was...
Gabriel and his gang were...
While we can do nothing, but enough about it. I couldn't have hoped. While you were away, you'll find all the basic necessities. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Huh?
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What?
Your new quarters are
Third
here,
time in 2
ma'am.
weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was
When
a
you're
system
finished here,
glitch.
ma'am,
We're looking
Father
into it.
wants to see you.
You're all useless. I'll figure out. In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Sean,
Ah. Hello, Mother.
I try and talk it out.
An admirable. The group that... They no doubt mean to free. You've been in contact.
They mean well.
You dealt with Libertalia. Usually. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to...
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the railroad has any... We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll...
You'll have a contact waiting for you.
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute, yeah? Well, it's not. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but I mean, they may actually be out there. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet. I think it's way safer just sit here and play music. Why? Through these objects? Keep moving! Music. Here we go, some Bob Crosby. I
Hey, X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Hey, Synth.
We must proceed with the mission. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Yeah, we've got this.
Remember,
this isn't our first...
Here are the recall codes.
Uh-huh.
SRB intelligence reports indicate that the synths are conditions parameters just changed. Requesting backup relay now.
Can't take this.
Hostile sensor reading detected. How interesting.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
Here they are.
God, it's a Courser.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute.
No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. All right, Synth.
Please!
C322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and good work.
Went to a lot of effort.
Someone there? Yeah, out there, somewhere!
I thought I saw something.
Is someone
Look
present?
who it is.
A regrettable occurrence.
Not doing them much good at this point.
Got it.
Operating at full capacity.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below. Are you?
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. but at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really. This really is a matter of importance. I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
They kept me alive, too?
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with Well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role.
Sure.
I'll admit. When I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. There are greater things to come. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well...
Right?
Please. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate, I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure, with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3? Are you following? I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made.
In this world, I'm sure compromise...
Quite right. It will ensure...
Sounds like an important step.
The reactor, and to how...
Sir.
Yes, well...
Yes.
This is...
Sure.
Now, Dr. Holdren, it is, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been... I'm our best. I'm...
What?
Can't be serious.
I'm sorry.
Right? There must be something we can do to help.
The only thing that we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute cannot survive without leadership. To that end.
Oh, boy. You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly...
Ignoring the Institute. I believe my mother has... This will...
I had no idea.
I know this is... Well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. There's no question. That's why I'd like you to take charge. There are...
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
I have every confidence that you'll make a fine director.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Good to
Allie,
see you.
busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to have to cut. You're going to the...
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good.
Not as much as I'd... But here... Not to put more...
Right.
We don't want the... Head on up to...
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in
Sounds like those raiders at Liberty are making quite a handful.
Guess we'll have to go through them.
Oh. Wait.
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Honor and glory. Target located.
Honor, glory.
We'll have to search the rest of the building. Sweet. If I was a pre-war tech conglomerate, where would I keep all my best toys?
almost there. Honor and glory. Ha! Found
No!
not like this. No.
Not a bad piece of work for its time.
Yeah, looks great. I prefer it in our long, distant past. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from there.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Sensor alert. Anomaly. Engaging hostile. There's no way out of this.
Hostile.
These guys just don't know when they're beat, do they?
Can't be much further now.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Let's do this.
Someone was expecting trouble. Bastard.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back. Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator. From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
I'm looking forward to
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up.
For duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics?
Unit X688 speaks highly of your command.
My leg!
Yeah?
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
A lot of us will have a hard time accepting an outsider as our next director. It won't be easy.
There's been a security breach in bioscience, ma'am. Dr. Oberly needs you there right away.
Extra rest. Are there many more of these questions?
Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed.
We are honored to welcome you here. I see. How's your energy level? Fatigue?
No more of that.
Okay. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills.
Interesting.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
The job is done.
For the moment, yes. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus. And look at me. I'm wasting time.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope. While you were working with Dr. Thompson was tasked.
Sounds simple enough.
It was supposed to. There was no... Somewhere along. I'm sure there's nothing. I'll be waiting.
Sure.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really...
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of.
It was bad enough.
Sure.
I know he's potential.
Right? If he's really...
I know, but once they... I think they even fed him... Let's just get...
No argument?
Right. There's... I was thinking...
Uh-huh. No problem.
I hope so.
Busted. Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
I mean you no harm. No one here does, all right? We're just here to talk.
You're not stealing my... I've heard all the stories.
Hey,
If I wanted to talk, I would...
What can I say to convince...
That you're leaving, and...
Shut up.
See? I knew it!
Okay, look, we're out of time here. Institute, this is Dr. Thompson. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a synth relayed to my coordinates offset by 5.3 to subdue our subject. I appreciate your help with the situation outside.
Subject identified.
We have to get this man back to the Institute. I expect Father
All
will
systems
want to
nominal.
you.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director.
Sweet.
Good God, you catch the plates on that one? No way anyone survived that. Guess we ought to make sure.
My mom says your father's not, but he looks so much older than you.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several. With his help,
I'm proud to help the...
at this point, there is one. It is time to...
That's a good idea.
Yes, that is one. We've prepared. Use the mic.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your... daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is looking bright, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured. Report back when you're done.
hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and Institute? The one at Bunker Hill? A bunch of people got killed or something. Total bloodbath.
You keep that synth freak at arm's length. You understand me?
Oh, hi there.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this
don't break my
goes
stuff if you don't,
here.
If you don't mind.
All right, in you go.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So...
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just to you, but to all of us.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Best part of my day is coming home to my girls.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors.
This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources.
My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as director.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
So you will be out.
I suppose congratulations are in order.
You know I love my work, but I love being a father.
Yeah.
Sounds like those raiders are overtaken. Quite a handful.
You should get to bioscience right away, sir.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life
May I be the first to
many of
welcome you,
us.
ma'am. We're looking forward to working with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have, the better off we are.
Well said. I'll see that the necessary steps are taken. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
We're making real progress, thanks to you.
Operating at full capacity.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
There you are. You've met with the director. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
I think it's a mistake to lie.
It should.
I can't lie. They are allies.
But these people.
They're determined, and they won't stop.
I know. I've been dealing with them far longer than you have. Surely you can see that you can no longer work with them? I'm afraid this is an order. The railroad leadership needs to be eliminated. I expect... It's unfortunate that it's come to this. But there's really no other way.
Hey, it's the professor. The professor's back.
Tom wants you for something.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to bring
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
No. Not a problem at all.
I regret that it came to this, even if you don't. There was just no way to compromise with those people. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. But in this case, what matters most is how we handle it. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for. We need to...
You're right.
I'm glad. But the problem... There are more...
Sure. We can defeat them now. We can defeat...
Possibly, yeah. We will teach... They will...
You seem pretty convinced that...